When Jonathan McCullum left for Egypt, he was a healthy 17-year-old American high school student. But after just 4 months as an exchange student, he returned to Maine an alarming 55 pounds lighter, at 97 pounds. He was too weak to carry his own luggage, and doctors said he was at risk for a heart attack. Jonathan's parents were alerted to the problem in an email from a teacher at his school in January. His physical and emotional well-being worry me so much, the teacher wrote. Believe me, he's in bad shape. So what happened? His host family in Alexandria are Coptic Christians, a sect of Christianity that fasts 200 days a year. They say Jonathan ate plenty while living with them, saying, quote, the amount of food he ate was equal to 6 people. But a psychologist and a pediatrician that examined Jonathan say that his current condition could only be caused by a lack of food, and that Jonathan had not made a conscious decision to starve himself. The group that sponsored Jonathan's trip says they acted immediately upon learning of Jonathan's weight loss.
As soon as we had any inkling that there was any issue at all, we, of course, brought him right home. We follow very strict guidelines that we've developed over 60 years of handling exchanges around the world to make sure that every student is safe and well taken care of.
I spoke with John McCullum this morning along with his mom and dad, Libby and David, from their home. Did it seem that food became an issue for them right away, or was it something that was gradual? Tell me about it.
It began gradually when I would snack whenever I felt like, and they'd start to hide food in their room, and it began with that, and then it came to at dinner I'd get a smaller portion and they would.
When did you start to realize that you were dropping serious weight?
I didn't notice the dramatic weight loss until I was finally back in the States, recovering in the hospital.
Really? Because now we're talking 55 pounds. You started off 5'9", about 155 pounds, so we're talking big weight loss here. Why do you think you didn't notice?
I don't know. It could have been the malnutrition and just the gradual decrease. You don't see it.
Now, the big question for you is the why you didn't tell anybody. This is going on. You know it doesn't seem right. Even if you don't notice the big weight loss, you had to notice something was wrong. Why didn't you tell the AFS people? Why didn't you tell mom and dad? Why do you think you didn't speak up?
I wanted to stick it out the whole year and prove to myself as well as my family that I could complete this and be independent.
Even with the weight loss?
Yeah, as I said before, I didn't know how dramatic it was.
He was supposed to be gone a whole year. How frightening a prospect is that to you, that he lost so much weight in such a short amount of time? What would have happened if he'd stayed there?
When I saw him get off the plane, I didn't recognize him, and neither did David. If he didn't have a coat on that I knew, I wasn't sure that was my child. He was walking, he couldn't hardly breathe. And when I saw him, I was like, oh my God, John's going to die.
But, you know, this issue is not the Coptic religion, and it's not Egypt. I mean, I believe that the Egyptian people are good people. This issue really is AFS and the failure of AFS to protect my son.